What's up, y'all? Today let's make some Pani Popo, otherwise known as Samoan coconut buns. Pani Popo is my favorite childhood dessert and probably the most popular Samoan dessert. I grew up eating it as a kid and it's always so nostalgic to cook and eat. I've really perfected my recipe over time, so let's get into it. So I started with 4 cups of flour and now I'm rubbing in 50 grams of butter. I weigh the butter, but 50 grams is about 1/4 a cup. Once the butter is rubbed in, the texture of the flour should be velvety and clumpy. Next, we're gonna make a well in the flour and put in 3 tablespoons of sugar. Next, let's work on our yeast. We'll do 3 teaspoons of yeast in a glass bowl or a metal one with a cup of very warm water. And you just want to slowly whisk that water in until the yeast is fully worked through. Now this part, I went and pissed myself off because I never used my hand. I don't know if I got caught up in my head because I was filming on camera, but for some reason I went at it with my hand. Use a spoon, and then I doubled down. I did it again after I cleaned my hands. And now I'm going to demonstrate with the spoon because I guess, I don't know. This is how you should do it from the start. Use a spoon. So yeah, that's how a spoon works. And then we're going to cover it and let it rise for 2 hours, like it says. And it should look like this. Should have a lot of little holes in the top. And we're going to lay down 2 more cups of flour and we're going to knead our dough into it. It's really important not to over knead this time around. So it shouldn't take any longer than 5 to 6 minutes to work this new flour in. And you don't want to work all of it in, just most of it. The texture should be drier now, but still a little sticky. Now you just give her a smack and throw her back in the bowl for her second rise. This time, only an hour. Let's make our cream sauce. The way I do the coconut cream sauce always varies, but this time I'm doing 1 can of coconut milk and 1 cup of sugar. I'm going to mix that all in. Then I'm going to do 1 cup of warm water with 2 tablespoons of flour, and I'm going to whisk that together, and I'm going to put that in the coconut cream sauce. Then, because I have it, I'm going to add a can of coconut cream. It just gives this extra delicious, creamy goodness. Now, let's go check on our dough. Our dough should have doubled in size and have less holes this time. Alright, let's throw down another 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of flour. And we're going to re-knead the dough, but just to get rid of some of the stickiness. Okay, I will spare you the rest of this. Now let's get to work on those buns. I like to play with the bun shape a lot, but for this time we're going to do not buns. Now this next part is super important. When you're making your buns, you just want to make sure that you just get extra weird with your dough. Definitely recruit your bestie and go ahead and have a limp sword fight. As you can see, I put my dough in 1 long roll on the left, but you can leave it in a ball if you want and just pull chunks from it. I typically don't let them rise this much once they're in a bun, but there was tequila involved in the making of this film. Pour half of your coconut mixture over the buns and make sure everything is covered. And then we're going to turn on that oven for 395. You probably should have preheated your oven earlier in the process, so sorry about that. Alright, now let me show you the goodness while I tell you the rest. Cook for 20 minutes at 395. Check on them. If everything's good, add more coconut sauce, and then put them back in for another 20 to 25 minutes. I like to save some sauce for when they're done as well. Now that your Pani Popo is done, pat yourself on the back and dig in. Now if you don't want to do all the work to make the yeast buns, Pani Popo is amazing with pre-made buns as well. I recommend Rhodes frozen dinner rolls. Anywho, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you try this recipe. I promise you, you will not regret it. Please give me a like or follow if you're interested in seeing more recipes, and as always, take care, y'all.